Show it.
Show it.
Show it.
When voting this election day, November 6th, you will be asked, but not required, to show a photo ID. To learn more about how to get a photo ID for future elections, call 1-877-VOTES-PA or visit votespa.com.
On the broader issue of capital punishment in Pennsylvania, we have about 200 inmates currently on death row. The state Senate recently tapped a panel to look into capital punishment in Pennsylvania. If you could just wave your hand and make changes, is there anything you would change about Pennsylvania's laws?
It's not Pennsylvania's laws. It really is not. And I think everybody thinks it's Pennsylvania law. Mm-hmm. In Pennsylvania, people are charged with, in the appropriate circumstance, a death penalty case. They are found guilty of the underlying crime. They are given the death penalty sentence. It goes up through our system. It is affirmed. And it's when it gets to the Third Circuit Court of Appeals that it bogs down. Mm-hmm. And it's the whole process, and I think the whole process between the state court and the federal court system has to be addressed at this point. This case, the Williams case, passed through the Third Circuit. It was finally affirmed by the Third Circuit. I don't know exactly what rulings they had. Went up to the Supreme Court. They tried to get the Supreme Court to hear it. I don't think they heard it. Got sent back down. So the system did very, very slowly work. If you see other states, Texas, the South, where the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals is, you see some of these executions taking place. But frankly, it is the makeup of the Third Circuit that has slowed this down, not the makeup of the courts in Pennsylvania.
Just for the record, in the time that Pennsylvania has executed 3 prisoners in the past 35 years or so, Texas has executed more than 400. So that kind of gives you an idea of the differences there. This is as close as we have been to an execution in quite a few years in Pennsylvania. So I think a lot of people have been kind of being re-educated about the whole process and everything. And I think a lot of people think right up until the last minute you can just pick up the phone, make a call, and spare somebody's life. But it's a little more complicated
They're watching
than
Hollywood and
right.
the old movies on television.
And while there is an open phone line required by law in the execution chamber, it's not as simple as that. You need specific things from the Board of Pardons. And it's very specific, and you have to get that before you can make that call.
Absolutely. The governor's authority has been very much restricted based upon prior actions of prior governors and then the legislature passing statutes. And I think we even did a constitutional issue. I don't remember exactly. However, under Pennsylvania law today, in order to grant clemency or commutation of a death sentence, there has to be a unanimous recommendation by the Board of Pardons. Board of Pardons is a group of 5 people. The Lieutenant Governor is the chair. The Attorney General is a member of that. You have a victim person that is represented, a victim services type person that's represented, a neuropsychologist, and somebody from the corrections with a corrections background. And they hear these cases. They interview the defendant at some point in time before they make a final decision. Interview over in a prison setting individually for a couple hours, as I recall, when I was Attorney General. So even if 4 of them said yes and 1 said no, the governor has no authority to change it.